In this story, Superman faces off head-to-head with the Silver Banshee. Hi, it's Desiree. My goal is to bring more books into your homes, from my bookshelf to yours. Superman versus the Silver Banshee. Siobhan McDougal was the daughter of a powerful clan leader. After her father's death, she tried taking over the clan, but failed. She went to live in the underworld. Then one day, Siobhan met an evil witch known as the Crone. The witch promised to help her return to the land of the living. The Crone gave Siobhan superpowers and named her Silver Banshee. In exchange for these gifts, the witch asked for a magical old book. It had belonged to the Silver Banshee's father. "Bring me the book," said the witch, "or your powers will be lost." Silver Banshee agreed to the task. "Nothing will stop me," she said. Meanwhile, Clark Kent and Lois Lane reported on an event in Metropolis. An evil businessman named Lex Luthor was holding an auction of treasures. Lex held up the final item for sale that day. The crowd gasped at the rare book. "Let's start the bidding at $1 million, Lex said. "Who would pay that price for an old book?" Lois asked Clark. But Clark wasn't listening. His super hearing had picked up on a strange sound outside. Smash! Silver Banshee suddenly burst into the room. "That book's not for sale," she shouted. "It's mine!" "This news story just got interesting," said Lois. She turned to Clark, but he was nowhere to be found. Out of sight, Clark shed his suit. "This looks like a job for Superman," he said. Whoosh! The Man of Steel soared back into the room. "Give up!" Superman shouted at Silver Banshee. "Not until I've had the last word," said the angry villain. Silver Banshee let loose a sonic scream. Her magic powers stopped Superman in midair. As Superman regained his strength, Silver Banshee returned to her evil task. "Where is it?" the villain shouted. Lex and the book were already gone. "After I find that book, Superman, I'm coming back for you," shouted Silver Banshee. The villain fled into the night. "My powers are useless against magic," said Superman. He flew towards Star Labs. The research center built tools to help superheroes. "I have just the thing, Superman," said the lab's lead scientist. He gave the hero a high-tech collar. "If you put it on the Silver Banshee, it will silence her scream," said the man. Moments later, Superman arrived in downtown Metropolis. Silver Banshee was attacking the LexCorp building. She blasted the windows with her sonic scream. "Help, Superman!" Lex called out. The evil businessman was trapped. Superman was his only hope. "I need to get close without getting a splitting headache," said the Man of Steel. He picked up a lead pipe and broke it in half. Superman molded the pieces into tiny lead earplugs. Silver Banshee spotted Superman. "Didn't you learn your lesson the first time?" she asked. Silver Banshee opened her mouth. Scream! The sound waves exploded into the air, but they did nothing to the hero. Superman used his heat vision. The blazing hot beams knocked Silver Banshee down. "Try this on for size," said Superman. He placed the collar around her neck. Silver Banshee pulled and pulled, but the device was locked tight. "It's no use," said the Man of Steel. "Even your magic can't break it." Superman smiled. "Well," he said, "any last words?" Silver Banshee opened her mouth. This time, the high-tech collar kept her scream from escaping. The evil power filled inside her like a balloon about to burst. The device turned Silver Banshee's magic against her. Boom! She blasted back to the underworld. Superman then soared toward Lex and grabbed the book from him. "You'll pay for that!" Lex shouted. "Consider us even," Superman said, as he flew off to hide the book from evil. If you like this story as much as I did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and check back on Tuesdays and Saturdays for new read-alouds. Thanks again, from my bookshelf to yours.